Welcome to a deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into a really interesting source.
Yeah, it's a letter of intent. Comes from a U.S. Army veteran, Jorge J. Gonzalez Gonzalez.
Right, and he's applying for a specific program down in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Exactly. And this isn't, some dry report. It's very personal. His background, his skills, and importantly, his vision for cultural work there.
So our mission really is to unpack his perspective. How does that military experience specifically feed into how he approaches cultural management and community building in San Juan? We want to help you pull out the key takeaways.
Okay, so the writer, as you said, Jorge J. Gonzalez Gonzalez, an Army veteran. And he's writing about this one-year program. It's sponsored by Veterans Affairs and the city of San Juan.
And it's aimed specifically at veterans.
Right.
Helping them showcase their work.
That's the idea. A platform for veterans contributing professionally in the community.
What really strikes me first off is the mix he brings. It's not just the veteran background.
No, definitely not.
He's got this passion for technology, seems like, experience in community organizing, and a master's degree in cultural management. That's quite a combination.
It really is. And he connects the dots himself. He explicitly links skills from the military discipline, attention to detail, leadership, problem solving.
Things you'd expect, maybe?
Right. But he connects them directly to his current path, says they were fundamental, even helped him navigate getting into that master's program. It shows how those intense experiences can translate.
So skills from one world applied to another, how does that actually look on the ground? What's he doing now?
He calls himself a digital promoter, a marketing agent, and a cultural manager.
Okay.
And his focus right now is on, energizing the cultural scene in a specific area, Campo Alegre, with a real emphasis on La Plaza de Mercado de Santurce.
Ah, the Plaza de Mercado. That's a well-known spot, isn't it? Kind of a historic hub.
Exactly. Very vibrant, center of commerce, community life in Santurce.
Yeah.
So he's targeting a place with real existing cultural weight.
Working within that pulse. And his themes, they seem pretty layered. He talks about promoting cultural diversity, but links it to the history of commerce in Puerto Rico. That's interesting.
It is. And then there's this idea of culture as a bridge. Specifically, he sees it as a common language, his words to connect the veteran community with sort of the general public.
Using culture to bridge that gap, that feels significant.
Very. And he's practical about it, too. Focused on using digital media, social networks, basically building audiences online to connect artists and projects with people.
And this is maybe where the veteran perspective really comes in. He suggests his background gives him a certain lens on themes like identity, memory, reconciliation.
Yeah, you can really see how those themes might resonate differently, perhaps more deeply for someone with military experience.
Right, and how he might weave those into cultural projects, exploring, shared history or maybe even difficult conversations.
It suggests a thoughtful approach, definitely beyond just putting on shows. It's about meaning. He also stresses collaboration, wants to work with artists, community groups, schools, government.
Building coalitions, essentially.
Seems like it. And another key point he makes, accessibility.
Ah, yes. Making sure culture isn't just for some people.
Exactly. He specifically mentions people with disabilities, seniors, marginalized communities, wants everyone to have access. It feels pretty central to his whole vision.
And he lives there too, right? In the area he focuses on.
He does, which, adds that personal investment. And he states he's fully committed, ready to dedicate the year to the program.
Makes sense. And the letter mentions he sent all the backup resume, CV, portfolio, recommendations, his veteran certification. Sounds like a very complete application.
Yeah, very thorough. So stepping back a bit, what this letter really shows us, I think, is how someone's unique personal history, in this case, military service, isn't just background noise.
No, it actively shapes their work.
It fuels their approach, their perspective, how they tackle things professionally and in the community. It's an active ingredient.
So for you, listening, thinking about how different life paths contribute, this is a solid example. Someone blending military discipline, tech skills, cultural knowledge.
To try and revitalize a community space and build connections in a really specific, targeted way.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? About how bringing together seemingly disparate worlds like military life and cultural management might actually open up totally new avenues for community work, for fostering deeper understanding.
Absolutely. What other unexpected combinations out there hold that kind of potential? It's definitely something to consider.